Woo, man, it's hot out here today. See, I got my safety glasses on, my Dodge hat on, getting some work done. Let's see what it is. Here it is. See these boards? See those boards? See this mess right here? That's a big mess. I know you guys build a lot of stuff. You build lofts, you build chicken pens, you build all kinds of things for your animals. But you try to save money. You try to save money on materials. All right, well, let's get this straight. These are 1x6, basically a 5/8 by 5.5 inch wide by about 6 foot long fence boards. These are all pressure treated. Here's one that hasn't been painted. See, here's two or three. There's two right there. Haven't been painted. I just ran these through my planer. The best part about it is if you run it through the planer on these new boards is you can get a lot of that pressure treated liquid out of the boards before it soaks in real deep. And since these boards are going to be used as trim inside the dog kennel, I took them down. I didn't need them so thick anyway. I took them down so they were both smooth on both sides. I'm only painting one side because they're going to be inside anyway. But I'm getting there. These boards were $2.30 a piece from Lowe's. I don't know where else you're going to find a 5/8 or 1x6 by 6 foot board anywhere cheaper. A little bit of work. Oh well, I got time. Like I said, I got the planer, got the chop saw to cut off the dog ears that were on the end of them. So they're not exactly 6 foot anymore, but they're close. What am I going to do with these boards? What am I going to do with those boards? What am I going to do with all this? I'm going to tell you what, this is a great fire starter. So I have a trash can. I'm going to put all these shavings in it and I'll let them dry out for a while. And it helps me start fires for my burn barrel or for my burn pit down around the corner. Anyway, this is Terry over Hidden Hollow. This is Terry over here at Hidden Hollow Loft. And this is what's going on today. Let me take you next door and I'm going to show you what exactly is going on in the dog kennel. Stay tuned. Whew, I'm glad it's air conditioned up in here. But this is what's going on so far. The walls are almost complete. There's a few things I'm going to do. And this is the reason for the boards. If you see the tops right here, you can see the exposed insulation. See, I'm cut out for the windows. I'm going to be making some trim around that. I had to cut out for the electrical box. I'm going to make a cover for that. But if you see this top here, what happens is that these walls are a little bit over 6 foot tall. This is 6 foot. This is 6 foot. So it's really about 6'3", or really you can say 6'3", almost 6 foot and 5 inches to get to the top of this. So when you're out here trying to buy sheets of metal, you know, they come in 8 foot sections, 12 foot sections, 16 foot sections. So when you got metal and you don't want to waste any, because a 12 foot section is $31. You don't want to waste this stuff. You don't want to have cutoffs. If I would have made that 6'5", what would have my next sheet been out of a 12 foot? It'd have been too short. That's what it would have been. So I made them all 6 foot. I cut them all 6 foot, ran them around here, screwed them into the studs, screwed them in the middle, screwed them in the bottom. Down here, we used a metal track. I'm going to show you what that is. Is that metal J channel? The metal J channel. That's attached to the floor joist, the wall joist, whatever you want to call it. It's attached to the walls on the inside where I had painted and caulked it and sealed it up and everything real nice. But that's what all the metal is setting into down there, which is pretty, but even if I would have bought that, it still would have been too short. Still would have been too short. So I took those boards out there. They're, like I said, they're almost 6 inches. I think they're 5.5. And what I'm going to do is, since I've got them painted, they're going to be the trim that's going to come down from here and come down and cover this up and wrap all this around so you can't see the top of this metal. So you can't see the top of the metal. It's going to look good. It's going to look so good. This has been a chore. Tomorrow we've got our actual dog kennels coming in. They're nice, they're strong, they're fancy. They've got B&R Kennel engraved in the doors. The wife picked them out. We've been waiting for them for a while. They had to get special, custom made. They were shipped here. It's supposed to be really heavy, but they're heavy duty. We've spared no bull crap in building this inside of this loft. When you're trying to do it reasonably, and when you're trying to do it to your best of your ability, I'm doing the best I can. I'm no genius, I'm no expert. Pretty good at some things, but some things I'm not. So you get these joints right here. See where the two meet, just like that. So I've got some drill bits. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my time and I'm gonna drill through those two, and then I'm gonna sink the screw, because it's almost impossible to sink one of these self-tapper screws into this without it going through and hitting the other side and kicking off to one of the sides. So I'm hoping that if I take my time with the drill bit, I'll be able to get the hole through, and then I can run the screw through. Yeah, run the screw through. What do y'all think? I've had a lot of people tell me, hey, that would make a beautiful pigeon breeding loft. And I'm like, there's no way, after the time and investment we have on this, that I would let pigeons fly around in here crapping on my floor, on the walls and everything else. Now granted, I know dogs are going to be in here, but they're a lot easier to clean up. You know, you either use a mop, or you use a little shovel, or you use something. Like I said, this floor's got 3 coats of clear over top of it. For now, it's going to be just fine. Boy, that air conditioner feels nice. Oh, it feels so nice. Look at it, just working. Oh, feel that air conditioner. It's got a heat involved in it too. Just wanted to show you what we got going on around here today. I've been busy. I started getting eggs off my Bantam chickens already. Two of the pairs started laying eggs already, which is good. I put nest boxes, not boxes. I put nest bowls in the cages with the chickens, so that they have a place to go now. And you know, the first thing the rooster does is get up there and gets inside the bowl and starts scratching it up and kicking all the stuff out of there. But for now, I'm not really too worried about it. Not too worried about it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be coming in here and I'm going to paint the inside of these doors and the outside of the doors. That's next. I'm putting gutters on the outside of the building on both sides, because when we get a lot of rain, water goes down the side of the building, splashes and gets the building all dirty. We can't have that. So we're going to have 2 gutters on this side, one on this side, on the outside. They're going to run down the drains outside, and they're going to run all the way out the door. Yep, we're going to do that. And I've got steps that I'm getting ready to put into for both doors. But if I can just get all that trim painted tonight and get a lot of it up, so that when the kennels come in tomorrow, I can start putting them together in here and get that done. Then after that, after the trim and after the dog kennels, we can start bringing dogs in here, and I can start finishing up on the outside. It's been a lot of work. The wife's happy though, and isn't that what we're trying to do here? She took me out to lunch today, and we were talking about all the stuff needed to be done, all the stuff that was getting done. And we was at Roy Rogers and having some food, and I had a drink of Coke. I know my brother would have been proud seeing me drink Coca-Cola. That's only because I couldn't get to the Pepsis I had here at the house. I'm preferential to Pepsi. That's my favorite drink. There's nothing like a cold Pepsi on ice. I'll even settle for an ice cold Coca-Cola at the right time, you know, but if I have a choice. So if Pepsi sees this and they want to sponsor me, they want to send me a couple cases of Pepsi, contact me and I will send you my address. And that goes for anybody. But so yeah, we sold all our puppies. I'm getting ready to make a couple trips. I think in 2 days, not in 2 days, but 2 days in a row coming up at the end of the month, I'm going to Richmond, Virginia to drop off a dog. And then the following day, I'm riding out to 2 places in New Jersey, and I'm headed out to New York. If any of you guys would like me to stop by, send me your address, or at least let me know what area you're in. And if I'm in that area, I'd love to come by and meet you. I don't know where you're at, Polly, but On the go. I'm going to be on the go. Swing by, see what you're up to. Goes for a lot of you guys. What do you think, Daryl? Want to put some birds in here? What do you think, John over there, Ham's Kit Box? Good to see your birds are coming home. Y'all do so well with those homers. I wish I could do as well. I've been doing, luckily, I've had my birds out I don't know how many times now. This morning, or let's just say last night, I went to bed. I forgot to lock the door for them to come in and out. So I got up this morning, and where were they? They're all over the yard, flying around. I was like, oh no. So a little while later, I'm doing something, and I noticed this hawk comes flying over top the trees right across my pigeon loft where the pigeon is sitting on it. They all jumped up in the sky. I'm like, oh no, I wonder if he got any of my pigeons. You know, as well as I do, most red tails can't catch a pigeon. But I was worried. Sometimes they ambush them. But I went in, I fed all my birds, called them all in, counted them. They're all there. I didn't lose anybody. So I have 31 pigeons now. That's it. And they're all doing really well. I haven't taken them out, but they do fly pretty far from here. And they're just for fun right now. My bantams, they're a lot of fun. I'm looking for some solid white Old English game bantams. Some Wheatons, if you can find them. And some Self Blues. I think I'll be sitting pretty good after that. Maybe some old pile. Some old pile English, old English piles. I want to have some of everything now. You know how you get addicted to this stuff. You start wanting to collect everything. Well, that's me. I want to collect everything. But anyway, it's been a chore. It's been a lot of work. I'm getting tired. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go out here. I'm going to see if I can put a second coat on these boards. And there's like three, no, there was two that I didn't get to paint yet. I run out of space. And if I can do that, then that'll be the last thing I do. I'll bring them in here. And since when this lays flat, you got here, it sticks out about a ½ an inch right here from the stud. So I've gotten some blocks made already that are going to be mounted like right here, you know, one here, one down there. But they come out about 5/8 of an inch. And I'm going to mount them there, and when I stick with trim, that's what I'm going to attach it to. It's going to give it just enough distance to stick away to come out here from this, so it runs down it and it doesn't push it. I don't want it to push it in. I don't want it to look funky at the top, any more funky than it already does. Right? Right. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking with me. I'm hoping you're enjoying the videos now more so than I was doing before. I hadn't made none in a while. Now I've been making a little bit too many. If I'm making too many videos, just tell me, and I'll probably do it anyway. Sometimes I get really bored. But I just want you to see the progress we're making around here. Just know that pigeons are a small part of Hidden Hollow Loft, but they're a big part here as well. You know what I mean? That's where it all started from. I love my birds, but you can't just stick with pigeons. There's got to be other things in life, like your wife's things, dog kennels and German shepherds and boarding dogs left and right. But hey, it's paying the bills, and that's what's important. Everybody should have a hustle. Everybody should have a side hustle. And I don't mean dealing drugs. For some of y'all out there, I'm talking a side hustle, some kind of business that you can rely on that brings you an income other than the income you're used to having, especially with the prices of everything nowadays. Hey, you guys have a great evening, and I will send you a video another day.